turn off the stream to stop from distracting other people, however.
Hi, recording.
Hi,
Hi,
recording.
recording.
Hello, recording.
I hope you had a nice 2-week rest.
So, where last we left our heroes.
In like a
Does
pretty good
anyone remember?
No.
place.
Harold fell asleep for a week, unfortunately.
Harold fell asleep for a week, but he was like fine. People went in and out of the magic
Well, we're gonna.
or whatever it is.
So
the
Harold,
snuff box.
Harold, were you here for what happened to Karth?
Yeah, Karth turned into a giant crystal and
No.
lost his chest and
No, you were here for the. I think you were also here for the second bit. Karth's follower
chest
ripped
was
the crystal
stolen?
out his chest and jumped
Oh,
out of
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
window.
Okay.
Yeah, the gang experiences consequences. I remember that.
Yes. Consequences. So then, you were kind of dealing with that. You had a week of downtime. Which Harold, we will get to you really quickly just to see if there's anything you would like to do for that week of downtime. But you hold on to that. Just think about it for a minute.
Okay.
Everybody else kind of did some downtime. That took up quite a bit of the session, if I recall. You also found the actual way to enter into the mage tower in a snuff box.
Yes, and entering the proper way does not cause time dilation.
No.
Well,
Which
that's
is
interesting. So when we're in there, it's just like regular time from here on out.
Yep. That's where Karth spent his 4 days resting.
Yes, because Karth was very nearly dead.
Also taught himself how to read.
Yes.
As you do.
I think that was mostly it. Is you guys kind of did your own downtime stuff.
I mean,
the twins
hunted wolves, and also I think did a little bit of tracking to try and find Drindar, but ultimately didn't find anything.
I mean,
yes,
she left the town on a horse, and we got another horse that was from the same stable.
Yeah, so now the theory was, I think, Freya, that you'll be able to at least potentially identify the smell of the horse.
Yes.
If you were to come in contact with it.
Exactly.
Walker, what did you do? Yes, Walker spent the week being a doctor. Plying her profession.
Well, goody tissue. Paler be praised.
And Grog, I don't remember what you did for the week.
I was going to see if our pet wizard was the wizard for the box, but then other people tried that and he wasn't, and I couldn't think of anything else to do, so I didn't, as far as I remember.
Fair enough. But yeah, so recently Karth has come out of
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Karth. Karth has returned from the other world. We weren't in combat. There was nothing going on. Yeah, you're pretty much kind of in a moment of no immediate threat.
A rarity for us, I'm sure.
Give it time. We'll figure something out.
So, what would you all like to do? I know you had several paths that lay out before you.
What were they?
So, you, from Irwin at the tavern, had said that shipments of wine had stopped entirely from the sole winery here in Barovia.
I believe we actually
SOLE
promised
or
him that we
SOUL?
Hmm. What?
It is the singular.
Oh.
Wine.
SOLE.
SOLE.
It could also be SOL, as in the sun.
No.
I believe we actually promised him we would deal with that as part of our rent.
Technically, no.
Never mind.
No, that was something that the Herald promised that they would do as a part of a discussion the Herald had had with Erwin a while ago. You also were sort of in conversation with the Vishanti outside of camp, seeing kind of what their deal was, seeking potential allies, though being very wary, as you know, Vishanti tend to be extremely loyal to Strahd. And you also know that there is, and there are within the town, Strahd loyalists. You're going to get that wherever you go, most of which are normal people. You have heard rumors of a potential Strahd loyalist in one of the nobility in the town. Very specifically, the two drunks that you've met prior, their mother. Potentially has connections, but that is all rumor. And you heard this from her, what is essentially her main rival in town, the mayor. So.
We didn't hear that from the mayor. We heard that from the lady that Cart spoke to
Oh, yeah,
after
you're right.
thieves canting in the bar.
I believe you also did. The mayor also mentioned her as well. But no, you're right. The lady, that the lady who's yet to reveal herself again, who sort of vanished into the night.
Yeah, that's
A
her
fellow
business.
thief or something. Let Karth know that she might have Strahd connections, but you've yet to sort of dig into that at all or verify. You have also, not that there's much you can do about it, you did hear a rumor about a dragon somewhere.
What do you mean, not much we could? We're levels like 7. We could fight a dragon.
You don't know where to begin. Like, that's one of those things where you're like, okay, cool. Do you know anything about it? No? Okay. Thanks, everyone, for telling us there's a dragon. Maybe. Somewhere, possibly. That's kind of where you're at.
I guess that's fair.
And you also have to get Irina to Kresk and the monastery there. Would you like
Kind of
a
our
world
main deal,
map?
I think. I'm sorry if there's any crunching coming through on my microphone, by the way. I'm eating extremely crunchy pretzel pieces.
It's not.
It's not.
You're fine.
Okay.
How
okay.
dare you? How dare you bring snacks and not offer to share?
Do you
Yeah,
want
sorry,
some,
let me just open
Harley?
up the stream and I'll send you some.
Where was
Nah, I have my own.
the wine place?
The winery? Allow me to pull that up. One moment.
Yeah. In my memories, right, I think he said it was like just like a little bit out of the town. Like, I'm sure I had it written down. Let me get my notes open. Yeah, traveling west to the vineyard.
Is it the one that's marked W on the map?
Yes. W for the vineyard.
Okay, so I mean we can keep going westward. Let's finish our primary mission at Kresk. And then go down the vineyard.
Yeah, it's right down
Wait,
below,
what?
isn't it?
Why are we helping out some guys who can't sell wine?
Because the Herald promised someone.
Okay. It's Barovia. People get lied to all the time. We could just not do that.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure that if the Herald breaks his word here, there's at least something of a. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Herald. There's at least a moderate chance that he'll just stop existing, given that he's a paladin of the Raven Queen and a revenant.
This seems small potatoes for the Raven Queen.
Yeah, but
Well,
paladin oaths don't. I don't know. I mean, you're the expert here, Harold. Can you go back on a promise?
Well, there might be a degree of consequences.
I
I'm
mean,
just not
her
sure what
domains
they
are
are.
life and death, not telling the truth, and vineyards. So
It's been a while since we had that conversation, Harold. You are aware that Erwin is another follower, though very rare in this place, of the Raven Queen.
I don't think he would be willing to just divulge that information, though. I think he's just gonna like
Oh no, but I was
make
reminding
his
you.
excuses, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I remember being like, oh, we're Raven Bros.
So yeah, can we just like lie to these people or something and skip this? I don't care about a vineyard.
Well, I do care about it. You
Why?
don't have to come if you don't want. I can bring juice and an egg, and we can do it ourselves.
The entire world's in a pocket dimension. What does selling wine have to do with anything?
I mean, if
Not
our
That's a very
right,
good
but I'll
reason.
tell you that making ourselves amenable to the local populace is a really good way to get allies, which we're going to need.
Are we going to make ourselves amenable
would
to the local populace, or like 3 dudes who sell wine?
It's not them selling wine; it's everyone being able to buy it, which is rather important to, morale and not wanting to murder each other. However, Harold, did you promise that would be the next thing we would do, or could we hit Kresk and then come back and do it?
I'm absolutely fine with doing it second.
Let's do it second. Let's get out of here.
Our primary
I have a
mission should be
counterpoint.
the primary mission.
What if we just stole their wine and gave it to everyone?
Then they wouldn't.
Then
make any
everyone,
wine ran.
okay,
out.
that would absolutely interfere with a paladin's oath. I'm like 90% sure.
We can knock the Herald out. But like, if the whole point is you just want everyone to be boozing so they can't like get mad at us, there's easier ways to do that than
But also, once
sell
you
it.
give everyone the wine, then there's no more wine after that. Also, the Herald promise. Also, it's not about keeping people drunk. It's about doing things that mean
You
they want
just said
to
it was about keeping people
No.
drunk.
Thank you.
People
It feels like you're almost intentionally missing the point.
I think she is. I think this is where
You literally said that it's important to keep everyone drinking wine so then they're not killing each other.
No, what I said was it's important to do things that makes us amenable so that they will ally themselves with us. At no point did I mention getting them drunk.
So,
Put it
but the
this
bit
way.
about them not killing each other wasn't anything to do with the wine.
I'm going to put this in,
Oh,
in,
no,
in,
just
a,
that it
in a
helps
context
guys.
you might enjoy.
Yeah, just it helps survive.
They've sent me to go there and look because there hasn't been any wine. It suggests that something might have happened. Potentially something that you might be able to kill. Would you like to go to the vineyard and potentially kill something?
I mean, we don't
I
have
really
to. We
don't
could
like
just
that
walk to
word
Kresk.
potentially.
We could just walk to Kresk and probably not really see anything the whole time, and then just hand Irina over to a church. I'm sure that that's way more exciting than fighting whatever's going on in the vineyards. And she like slaps Harold on the shoulder and is like, "Sorry, buddy. It's just way more exciting to walk for 5 days."
You're just saying two equally boring things and expecting me to be like, ah, damn, in comparison, the vineyard does sound like it's probably just some guys decided not to work or people have stolen the wine or whatever.
That
The
was
first
trying
thing
to
we
think.
did was fight a god baby in a mansion. Whether or not some guys are making a profit on their pocket dimension wine is kind of small potatoes.
Again, don't
or
give a shit about
grapes
them
in
or their
this
business.
case.
Don't give a shit about them or their business.
Then why are we doing this?
For every oh my
Well-
god, Walker just starts banging her head against the door frame. It's like, I'm gonna pack my shit and go to the winery. See whoever on the road. I can.
Now, the winery is first.
I guess so.
Fuck no. I meant shit. God fucking damn it. We're going to Crest.
Harold's
You
just going
and
to
she shake
gesture
your
at
fist
Walker
at
and be like, "Do you see what you've done?"
Exactly.
didn't.
Fucking exactly. I'm going to Kresk. Fuck.
Hey, mortals have free will. That's a really important component. If she chooses to use that to smash her head against a door, that's not my problem. Grog looks up at the Witchers and goes, "Who's paying you guys to care about this right now?"
Who's paying you guys to care about it?
Literally no one.
Freya holds a hand out to the herald.
I really don't like it when this one thinks. And he hands you a gold coin.
Thank you.
Hey,
Oh, hold on. Where's mine?
hold on.
It's okay. If she bites really hard, I'm pretty sure she can break it in half, and then you guys can share.
Unfucking real.
Goodness,
Who's
man.
paying you to care about this? Fucking shut the.
He's got a
Remove
got a
one gold
point
piece
then.
from inventory.
Who's paying? I fucking hate this guy.
All right.
Half now, half when you finish giving a shit.
If that's what y'all want to do, does anyone have anything they want to wrap up in town?
I do. I want to
yes.
look back through the doorway suspiciously, having realized that Grog went from being amenable for any kind of chaos to like suddenly like an impediment, and like mentally rolls over the potential that Grog's been like converted to Strahd in some way, and then decides it's clearly just the vibe of the day for her, and moves on.
Grog,
So Grog watches you walk in, eyeball her, like squinting, and slowly raising your head as the dramatic music sting goes like, "What?" And then just cuts out and you just walk out the room.
Grog has been getting more bored as the not killing Strahd has been progressing. So,
Hey,
To be fair,
Freya,
so his herald, he just doesn't mention it.
yeah,
Freya,
yes.
what are the symptoms of mercury poisoning again?
Mercury poisoning? Why are you mercury poisoned?
No. Grog points at the doorway that Walker just walked in through, gave
Oh.
him the evil eye, and then walked out of.
I don't think that's part of it, but I'd have to. There isn't like Google here. I can't check the symptoms.
There's probably a Googer here. It's
A what?
Barovia.
A googer.
A Google.
A Google is the Witcher word for library.
Yeah.
What
I
are
could
what?
ask.
What? Hold on.
Taps Freya on the elbow and says, "Listen, Strahd's castle is meant to be
Wait,
like
actually,
a big
hold on.
mechanical monstrosity filled with a noble horror. We
T.
can find you a Googer."
T, could I roll
Yeah.
poison proficiency to see if I know what the symptoms of mercury poisoning are?
Yeah,
You
sure.
mean that medicine check you just made?
No, I mean this poison kit check I'm making.
It'll kill you.
Symptoms usually include death.
Oh. Well, if she keels over, it's probably that. Fun
Thank
fact,
you.
this was what I was thinking of when I said Googer, but apparently a Gouger is a thing in the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Oh fuck, a googer.
I think I would rather fight the second one.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck a googer.
We'll
All right.
we'll fight
Anybody
by
else
a
have
Gouger.
anything they want to do in town before they leave?
Yes. I want to track down that guy who robbed Tyr.
All right.
yeah, real talk. Fuck that guy. That guy
You
sucks.
could certainly try.
I'm going to spend several of my nights just trying to find this man.
I would actually hold on. Can I help?
No, I'm not asking for help for this
No,
one.
this would have been while you were recovering if we're spending
Yeah.
several nights.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll 4 investigation checks.
Investigation or
taking your
survival to track.
We'll do 2 survival, 2 investigation.
Okay, if it's survival, I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. And investigation.
Okay, you have advantage on 1 investigation check.
Okay.
So the first one.
Okay. And then a regular one. Okay.
You're not bad at that either.
Not too bad.
You do on the you find him playing craps in the alleyway with a couple of other people. Actually, no, he'd be playing Knucklebone.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until he finishes with his game and goes.
Oh, he cleans up.
Okay.
And then he turns and sees you at the end of the alleyway.
Let's have a talk.
Hmm?
Let's talk. She walks deeper into the alley, away from people.
Not, miss. Miss. Look, guys, where are they? Oh, they've left.
Oh, they've
look,
left.
Miss, hi, howdy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Actually, I would say well, but I've been in Barovia for quite some time, and I'm not sure if well is the right way to describe it.
This has been the worst 3 weeks of our life.
What can I do for you?
I've seen your work. You did a little, what would you call it? You ran a racket on my brother. That wasn't very nice.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It was it was just a little joke, little jibe, little, friendly joshing, if you will.
Of course. It's
Of
all
course.
it's all water under the bridge.
Well, that's good.
I want to know if you're working for anyone.
And he stops for a second. He was very nervous before, but when you ask him that, he stops and he goes, "Well, no one in particular."
No one in this town doing that sort of thing?
Oh, there's maybe a few of us, but we don't necessarily Nothing so formal.
Interesting. Well, we'll call it even. I might have something for you to keep an eye on. A few things, actually.
And
Maybe
what
you'd
would
be
that
interested.
be? Of course. We are talking payment, correct?
She takes out the gold coin that the Herald just gave her not too long ago. Or maybe that hasn't happened yet. She flicks one to him. She's like, I have quite a bit of these burning a hole in my pocket.
Well, we wouldn't want to mess up that lovely outfit of yours. No burn holes, of course.
First things first. There's a woman in this town. Did we get her name?
Yes. Give me 2 seconds. Fiona Watcher.
Fiona Watcher. Okay. Tell me about the girls in town. Twirls her hair.
Like, oh my god,
Oh
I
my
could tell you so
God.
many secrets, but I shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's okay. You don't
Spill
have
that,
to.
D. Spill it.
But if you did,
Oh my god, I'm so bad. Let me tell you everything.
Freya's like,
Oh, that was weird.
well,
What just happened? Ugh.
don't mind any of that. Sometimes that happens. Don't worry
It's
about
the
it.
air. It does things to you.
I'm interested in this Fiona Watcher. Do you know anything about her?
Ooh, very rich. Rarely leaves her house. Sons are a couple of bums.
Mm-hmm.
Husband never leaves the house. Apparently he's sick.
Sick with what?
Don't know.
Makes sense.
With him being sick all the time, the amount of servants there, or her coming and going. House isn't the best mark, if you catch my drift. Boys are easy, though. You just gotta spread it out.
Mm-hmm.
Gay.
The fuck was that?
So you gotta spread it out. I'm insinuating he's had sex with her sons.
I see. Well, if you keep an eye on the house and see if they have any visitors, I'd very much like to know about it. Or if the sons are up to anything of interest. There are quite a few more coins in it for you if you do.
Well, I can definitely keep an eye on them if that's what you're looking for.
That would be much appreciated.
Now you mentioned other things.
The well, I don't know if the other things are as pressing. we'll call this one a trial basis. If you find anything of interest, then we'll talk about some other work.
I could do that. You'll be around in town?
I should be heading out for a bit, but there are ways to get in touch. Go to the what was the inn called?
Blue Water?
Go to the Blue Water Inn and ask for Quirk. He'll get any information back to me.
Alright. Alright. I can do that.
Much obliged. There is.
Hey, you friend with that lion fella?
The lion fella. I know of a lion or two. Has he been around?
Yeah. You see, I may or may not owe him some money. If you could smooth that out, I'd be eternally grateful.
I think we can arrange something.
I'd be mighty obliged.
Freya gives a little tip of her hat. She's like, stay out of trouble. And turns around and starts to leave.
He goes, yeah? If you need anything, looking for me, you could, people call me Post.
Post like a... She makes like a up and down motion, like a post, like on a fence.
Could be a fence. Could be that I get things done rain or shine. Really depends. You sit there realizing the as well as the fence thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just ask around for Post. I'll tell people to that you're cool. And I think yeah, I'll keep an eye on them. Now I will need a little bit more than just a single gold piece to start.
Fair enough.
Say 5 now. 15 once you're satisfied.
You're being hustled.
I'll tell you what.
You hear the voice of Karth screaming in your head. Tragically, he lost his sight. He voluntarily gave up his psychic powers, so he's unable to prevent you from getting hustled right now.
Karth's little voice.
Little intuition on your shoulder.
Yeah. Freya turns around and thinks about it. Is like, 10 now, 10 later. If you do a good job, of course. This is insurance. She gives him the rest of the 9 other gold.
Works for me.
I like
a wonderful night now.
I like making good investments, she points. Don't make me regret it.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. With that, he sort of slinks back into the dark.
She goes the opposite direction. All right.
Anybody want to talk to anybody else before you head out?
I'm good.
I will say that you do spot in his elven disguise, Van Richten is in the tavern as well. If you would tell him that you're leaving.
Who? Me? Anyone?
Or, yeah, Tyr. I mean, he's really your friend, like your
True.
contact here. So that's up to you.
Okay. Freya, on her way back into the bar, notices him. Tyr can be here if he's around.
I'm here.
Okay. Freya sits down at the bar. It's like, Tyr, what are you drinking?
There's only wine here, isn't there?
They don't
No,
have
they
any
have like
wine.
they have the one thing they're almost out of is wine. So all the
Uh,
wine here is very expensive.
Do they have an ale?
Of course.
Yeah,
I will take
they'll
an
have
ale.
like ale and stuff like beer, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Is it beer? I will have an ale.
Freya gets a drink for Tyr and Van Richten. Doesn't ask Van Richten what he's drinking, but gets two of the same thing. Figures it can't go wrong.
Ah. And how are you, my friend? And how are you, my friend?
How are you, Tyr?
I am okay. Even better now that I got this ale in my hand, and my fellas.
Hey.
Hey, I'm doing all right.
It is good I ran into you. I came to tell you I am potentially heading out for a little while.
Which way are you going?
Yeah, heading where?
I am heading east towards Barovia Township.
Fair enough. We're heading west. So.
If you're friends of my old friend, we are friends, are we not?
I think we've done things that friends do.
Yeah, I think in that case, if you're
I bought you a
heading
drink.
west, you did. If you're heading west, here, and he gives you a key.
Mm.
And he goes, you may want to stop off in the tower I've been using as sort of a home base around here.
Where is this?
You get out the map and he shows you it is this.
Sounds like a quest line just started.
He had the exclamation point over his head and we didn't notice.
Yeah. Has it been added to our compass? The location.
The second he handed it over, went.
We've got too many quest lines. We need to
Rob
fucking.
looks up. No, Tyr looks up like, wait, was that the fucking leitmotif?
I just figure if you're traveling that way, you might need a place to stop and stay.
Well, now it sounds a little bit creepy.
Did he point it out on the map? Is it the
Yes, it's what you guys have marked as number 4 question mark?
Right. Well, that is on our way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can make a quick stop. I would like to. Thank you, Van Richten.
Freya's like, hold on, there's not like a demon baby in the basement or anything, is there?
No. There are traps, so be
No.
careful. I have set them myself. Here.
Would you
And
mind writing down what?
he'll write down the traps so that you can avoid.
Okay, beautiful.
Much
He goes,
appreciated.
Niall, will say, if you're going west, be very careful. There are werewolves. It gets worse before it gets better when you go west.
Would you say that there's a werewolf problem?
Oh, yes. It's for a long time now.
Is someone paying coin to mitigate that problem?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
You witchers, you're funny.
Hmm.
You forget. I do it for the thrill of the hunt. And the fame and money. But not in the same way you do it for the money.
Listen, if we didn't have to do it for the money, we would just do everything that comes along. There's gotta be some gate to it, you know?
What you do is you do what I do. And he pulls out this sort of big book from one of his bags. And he goes, I am writing my own autobiography.
Hmm.
All the monsters I have killed. Great stories, a little embellishment here and there. This is going to make me a lot of money.
Can I see that?
Sure, here you are.
Freya flips through, like the first couple of pages.
Yeah, no, there's a table of contents.
Is he just like,
And it's like all of the chapters seem to all each be like about a specific monster or evil, like necromancer or wizard or something that he's defeated.
is it all in Barovia?
No, remember Van Richten got Van
Yeah, he
Richten
wasn't from
has
here.
no, he intentionally got stuck here. He
Right.
found his way here through the mists, and landed here. You will also see one of the earlier chapters is called "My First Vampire, My First Love."
Oh,
Damn, that's rough, buddy.
Van Richten, you didn't tell me this was gonna get spicy.
Oh, but of course, you've got to make the money. Though maybe you should not read that. Certain people might be upset with the secrets, and he takes it away. I have not told them I've written the book yet. Keep this between us, huh?
You're fucking sires in that book. You're fucking.
If he knows who it is, I don't think I know who my my vampire daddy is.
No, but you do have a vampire boss.
True.
Your vampire boss is in that book.
It's how you learned. It's why he's so chill with you.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't him rocking up at like your cousin's wedding and being like, "Hey, me and your mom used to date," but
Yeah.
it is like rocking up at your cousin's wedding and being like, "Hey, me and your cousin used to date," which is still weird, but like at least less distressing.
He did seem to not think about it, and when he realized when you were reading through and saw that, he panicked a bit.
Mm-hmm. Not to worry, your secrets are safe with us. She does a little hand motion, like I didn't see anything.
Your secrets are safe with my utter indifference.
Yeah, indeed, exactly.
Right, Percy DeRollo, calm down.
Well, when next we meet, I'll have to give it a read. Hopefully, it didn't get too much longer in that span of time.
Oh yes, you. There will be some rough drafts. It's still not done, but there will be some other drafts and things at the tower if you want to take a look.
Interesting. Good to know. If we need you, like say for any castle sieges or something of that nature, is there a way we can get in contact with you?
No, like I said, I am traveling east. If you leave a message here, I always check in when I am through town.
All right, we'll be in touch if we I don't assume we're going to be storming any castles just yet, but you never know.
Well, don't storm a castle without me. That sounds like a great chapter for my book.
Exactly. We wouldn't want you
We'll
to
make
miss
sure
it.
to contact you.
What'd you say?
I said we'll make sure to contact him.
Mm-hmm.
He nods and sort of he continues to chat away about other things.
We'll stay until we finish Tyr's drink, because I'm not drinking.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before they leave?
No.
Okay. So the next day, you all gather your things. Who are you leaving behind, if anyone?
Quirk is to stay here and keep an eye on things.
I have no followers left. I am tragically bitchless.
Okay. Your big three, Tom, Irina, and you want to call her brother Kieran, and that's not it. Ismark are going with you, obviously.
Good old Tom.
I'd fucking hope they're coming with us. This is their goddamn side quest.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Anybody else leaving anybody behind?
Grog will ask the not wizard if he wants to come.
I don't know. I do like my house.
That's okay.
Yeah,
You can
he's
stay
a-
in your house if you want to.
He's a homeowner now. He could just stay there in his hole.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll say, Erwin pulls you aside, Grog, and goes, "Don't worry. We'll make sure he gets food and whatnot."
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you leave him to it, he'll probably just eat rocks, which is pretty great. But eventually, you need other forms of, I don't know, protein,
Nutrients.
We'll take care of him.
vitamins.
Anybody else staying? I know, Crick, you're staying on for a little while, just so we know what rooms we're getting back and how much more to charge. Let's see. What are you doing with your follower, Harold?
Juicin and Egg are gonna come with.
Okay. I think the only other follower is Walker. Apto is coming. Okay.
Does
Oh yeah, Gullop. It's up to you.
We'll bring Gullop. He's been doing a lot of babysitting, and I'm sure he's been having fun. But like, if the innkeepers have volunteered to take care of our pet wizard, then Gullop can come.
Okay. So now, if I recall correctly, Grog, you usually ride brunch, correct?
Yeah.
Now, Tyr is on his own horse.
Yippee!
And then you have the cart and the carriage.
Don't make me
The three are
regret getting
usually
that
in
horse.
the carriage. Tom will ride shotgun, Ismark and Irina in the carriage, because if I recall last time, you all didn't want her face out and about as much as possible.
Yep.
So you can have two more in the carriage, and everybody else has to shove in the cart, other than the person driving the carriage as well.
Walker's shotgun somewhere.
So you're on the cart. Who's driving the cart? Who's driving the carriage?
I think the Herald usually drove one.
Yeah, him and Juicin did one or the other each.
Okay. So, do you want to ride in the carriage with Tom or the cart with Walker riding shotgun? Harold.
Sorry, what?
Are you doing the carriage with Tom riding shotgun or the cart with Walker riding shotgun?
I think I did the carriage the last time, so I'll do the cart this time.
Okay, so cart with Walker. Jason will take the carriage, which means we got 2 more people in the carriage. Can fit in the carriage in the other bench.
Cars will go in the cart.
Okay. Freya, where are you riding?
Where's the 3 of them? Is there any
3.
room in the?
Yes, you have 2. There are 2 spaces in the carriage.
She'll be in there with them.
Okay. Grog, you and Gullop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Grog, you're riding. Where's Gullop? I guess in the cart.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, and that's everybody actually, because Tyr's riding. What's your horse's name again, Tyr?
Apollo.
Tyr's riding Apollo, and you're riding Brunch. Okay. So what is the order as you guys head out of town?
Grog's happy
Anybody?
to go in front.
Okay.
Cart in the
Brunch
middle.
leading the way.
Yeah.
Trot, 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 trot.
Carriage in the middle, rather.
Okay. So is the cart behind you or behind or in front of the carriage, and then where's Tyr?
I was gonna say like probably on the side of the carriage, like following along with it.
Okay. So then it would be Brunch, carriage, and Tyr, cart.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all head out, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4-day journey
4 days to Crest,
to get
or
to Kresk. That's where y'all told me you were headed, was Kresk.
yes,
So, okay.
we are gonna stop at that tower though.
And you're gonna yeah,
That is one of the 4 days. It
Okay.
takes that is one of the So I'm just going to use markers here. Don't worry about the distance. I genuinely could not care anymore. So it's going to be bridge, tower, bridge, town.
Bridge tower, town.
Town.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. So, who is doing a roll for the first day on
I will.
the road?
I'll do it. What do I roll?
All right, and what are you rolling and why? How are you using it to help your journey along?
I was probably gonna do survival just to make sure that nothing is out of the but also to make sure that all of our carts and our gear and whatnot stays intact while we're going along.
Okay.
Oh, I think I had an advantage on. Jeez.
Okay. So it's a 13.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. You guys head out. You don't really, as you're watching, the road is pretty well worn here, so you're not really too concerned about running into things or breaking anything. You do find, as you're do I'd say with that roll, you just get to the bridge by nightfall. It is a large, wide stone bridge going over what is this river? This is the Luna River. You guys want to stop here for the night? Do you want to stay on one side of the bridge or the other? On the bridge? What do you want to do?
I mean, stopping here for the night makes sense. Like, we're not in a hurry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay on
How long is the bridge?
So might as well make camp on the side that we've already, like, that we're already on.
I will say it's not a long bridge, but it is a wide bridge. It's enough for 4 carts to go past. But it would only take about 2 minutes to go across.
Yeah, so I was going to say, should we just stay over on the far side of it?
Just to give you an idea. Remember, now you are also, I'll give you this, because of the warning from Van Richten, you are aware you are now currently deep in werewolf territory.
Yeah, we're keeping an ear out for those.
I mean, I'd imagine Egg has decent hearing, right? He'd probably know if there was werewolves sneaking up on us.
Well, also the Witchers have like advantage on perception checks for hearing, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, your little friend does indeed have is fairly quick and is fairly like perceptive.
We're gonna have Barf do the. Oh.
Not Barf. I'm sorry about that. I was talking to Harold. Barf, you don't know how perceptive Barf is. Barf, however, has been very chatty the entire day.
I bet. It's a good thing we got Tyr's own horse, so we don't have to hear it.
Oh, me and Barf have
beside
just been
the
talking.
carriage.
We've been talking at each other this entire time, not with each other, at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having a wonderful time.
Freya at one point
Grog has
pokes her
definitely
head
been
out.
joining in.
Yeah. Freya's like,
Grog is just shouting behind you.
I think this is the most Tyr has
Oh,
talked
yeah.
like ever.
I'll also say, for you, mostly for you, Harold, not Harold, Harold's in the thing. So for you, Freya, the only PC in the carriage, Opto is also taking that other seat in the carriage with you.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to make? I'm not going to make you do. We're not camping hard for the night, so one of you who hasn't already gone, so not Tyr, make a perception check for the night. So for overall, for being.
Well, my perception's awful, so I'm going to leave that up to someone else.
What's my perception?
I could do a roll.
Sure, have at it.
Go for
Have
it.
a roll.
Pretty good.
Perfectly average.
You do hear some wolves in the distance. You're uncertain between wolf or werewolf. You can't quite tell the difference in the howls. Do you guys? How do you? All right. Do you camp light, like you're no fires, only embers? Like, are you like stealth camping? Or are you just doing a camp? Like, how are you doing this?
We're worried
I'm not going to
about.
make you roll. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to make you roll survival. There are enough of you here who have lived in the wilds long enough that, like, doing, like, campfire on a coal, on, like, eating over coals and things like that is not a problem for people in this group.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something some of you would just know how to do.
I have control flame as well.
That's true.
Every turn to start a fire.
Are we worried the werewolves will see the fire? Just
I
bring a
mean,
fire.
to be fair, they're werewolves. I'm pretty sure they can like smell us or taste us on the wind or whatever. Like, I don't think not starting a fire is going to make any difference.
Yep, that's what I figured too. If
Although maybe they're not keen on fire.
Either way, sounds like we're making a fire.
Okay. So you are making a fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll also tell you this, Karth. In the firelight, you do notice at one point at least one raven in one of the trees. You notice it a couple of times in different trees. You're not sure if it's the same one or different ones. You never see it move, but you do notice that there is at least a raven nearby.
I'm sorry, can you run that by me again?
So because you have the firelight, you do notice that there are, at a certain point in the night, you notice up in one of the trees, a raven.
Right.
And then you kind of, okay, cool, raven. You look away, you look up, and it's gone. And then you notice a different raven at a different tree, or is it the same raven that has moved trees? You're not sure. But there are ravens, potentially plural ravens nearby. Other than that, the night passes pretty uneventfully.
Just we like ravens, right?
Some of us do.
But also Strahd likes ravens, I think.
Yes.
Well, Strahd spied on us back in
never asked.
Barovia in a bat.
He was a bat, or he
There
used
was.
I mean, if he was a
bats.
bat, then he's currently hiding in a toilet.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
well,
assuming he just used the bat as a familiar.
I will just put you out of your misery. You have not asked about ravens in any way, shape, or form.
okay.
You have spotted ravens before on the road with you. You have never tried to ascertain anything about them.
Does this look like a bad raven?
I would say that we have previously been informed that he cannot find Irina or anyone within range of Irina. So if he is physically spying on us, it's a problem.
That's true.
If these are his ravens.
I mean, Harold, how do you feel about the ravens? If you look at them with your Raven Queen vision.
That's a good question. I don't know if Harold would have even thought to use detect good and evil on a raven, but or whether what kind of vibe. Because I remember there was ravens in the horse shed. That's not the term I'm looking for. Stables.
Stable.
The horse shed. The shed where you put the horses. Yeah, there was ravens in the top of the stable when he was in there, and they seemed to maybe not enjoy his company, but they were comfortable with him being there.
Yeah. In
So
in the tavern, in the stables, there were ravens. You've also come across a couple of ravens on the road. The one raven I recall, actually, Karth, if you remember, this is a long time ago in real life. A raven is the reason you spotted that one dead body on the road. Because you spotted the raven and followed it to followed its line of sight to a tree, and you found there was a dead body in it. I forget exactly. It was important at the time. It's been a long time. It's been like a year, but you did follow that raven as well.
Is this raven doing anything funny? Like it wants me to follow it, like that one was?
No, this one seems to move from tree to tree, but just seems to be either looking at you or looking out. into the night. Once or twice you've caught it with its back to you.
It's chilling.
It's chilling. I don't see any reason to
If it's
get
chilling,
all.
then we're chilling.
Yeah.
All right. The next day, you get started. You get across the bridge, and a few minutes later, you run into this crossroads here. It goes northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. There is a wooden post. What used to be a wooden signpost, sort of in the center, that has been snapped. Uh, and as you kind of sort of ride up to it, you can notice in the weeds nearby are arms pointing in each direction.
Arms?
Like the arrows, like the
Oh,
arms
oh.
of the sign. Yeah.
Not like severed
Not like,
arms.
yeah, not like physical arms.
No, excuse me. Yeah.
I mean, it's Barovia.
Could be
Anything's
either,
possible. Um. Okay, so we're at the crossroads here.
Yeah, and it still has writing on it.
What does it say?
So if you pick it up and kind of figure out where it kind of would have sat, the southwest says two names written on it: Kresk and the Solenka Pass. The southwest, northwest is Lake Baratok. Valaki and Ravenloft are on the thing that points southeast, or northeast, excuse me, which would be the direction you just came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then southeast, it has the name Berez written into it.
Perez?
Berez.
Have we heard that anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Oh, they've got a hotel there. It's been a while since I've stayed at the Perez Hilton.
God damn it. I mean, we have this very convenient red line to direct us.
You guys drew that.
Yeah,
You drew all of the red lines that are on the map currently.
that's true. We do want to go to the tower at Lake Baratok.
Yes, it looks like for some reason the road for Karesk had you come down this way and up rather than up past the lake.
Is that suspicious?
Oh, is it?
Fuck.
So here's what we do: we send half of the party one way.
Yeah, that'll work well.
A foolproof plan.
How? I mean, we have no way of knowing how far the lake is from this crossroads.
Yeah.
If we look at the
That's what
map,
I-
is there any indication of like
I
distance?
would say since between there and there is a day, that's about a half day.
I think we just go the top route.
Yeah, it looks like the bottom route would probably take a day and a half. So they both probably take about the same time, but just going the southern route, you do not have any place to stop.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
Oh, it's still morning. You guys have just crossed the bridge. This is a couple
Oh,
minutes
this
away
is
from the bridge.
directly
Yeah,
across
yeah.
the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say north.
All right. North it is. there's no objections.
No,
All right then.
no, the Witcher.
I'm just making
Alright.
decisions because no one's making decisions.
That's fair. Who's gonna do the roll for today for travel?
I will do it. I volunteer
Alright.
as tribute.
What are you gonna
What am I
roll?
rolling?
Anything but survival. Survival's already been done.
Hmm.
You tell me what you're rolling and why.
I think I will roll would riding a horse require athletics or more acrobatics? Is riding a horse a dexterity thing or a strength thing?
Oh, so you're riding today? That would be riding would potentially be like an animal handling check.
Hmm. Actually, yeah, I'll do an animal handling to see how well we can contain Egg and how little we have to go like chasing after him to try and make sure he stays on track.
Sure. Okay. Go for it.
No, not great.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting attacked by werewolves.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I brought the werewolves upon us all.
Well, not necessarily. So you do. Egg does get excited. It sees something in the woods, and with a speed you did not know it had, leapt off and charged after it, and it took a very long time to rein it in. You're only going to get about halfway to the tower before nightfall. So you are now in the middle here.
You should move our branch. P.
Harold's going to restrain Egg at the front of the cart.
Egg is very grumpy.
Point at the sun and go, "This is your fucking fault. Do you understand?"
Kind of looks down.
Do you know what? I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
Pointing at the sun
If anything,
could mean a lot of things in Barovia.
And then yeah, the sun, that is your fault.
You did this.
You created the sun. And when you say no, it's not your fault, he nuzzles in, and you hear he's sort of cooing, making the weird sort of gurgly noises. Because he's part turtle in there, and you hear him go, Dada.
Ah.
all right then.
How can you be mad at that?
I believe you had him checked by the what do you call them, the hags. You do know he is part dragon turtle, which means there is every possibility here, Harold, that this is not just a sentient creature, but fully sapient and capable of speech. So.
Well, I'm glad you're finally learning to speak. I'm clearly not very good at this communication thing. Do you have anything else for me besides Dada?
Blah.
Hell yeah, buddy.
It's a start.
Egg.
You say egg?
Egg.
Egg.
Very good.
He just curls up on you. He is getting you have noticed he's growing like a dog does, in that like, oh, you were very cute small lap thing, and now you're still a lap thing, but you're pushing it now, buddy.
Mm. Is there space for Harold to briefly pull the car up like alongside the carriage?
Yeah.
He's going to do that until he gets level with the front of the carriage, where Juicin is. And he's just going to look at him and look down at Egg and just go, "You'll never fucking guess."
What, sir?
He's only just started speaking, is all.
If I may, sir, fuck me. And you
My
guys,
thoughts as well.
yeah. Egg, just from your lap.
Yeah.
So as you guys are settling in for the evening, who is going on watch?
I
Someone
can
do.
watch.
All right, go ahead and watch. This is perception, so this one's the same. Ooh, 22. You are 100% being stalked here. Rob, or Tyr?
Yeah.
As the night wanes on, you notice you were indeed being stalked. There is at least, from what you can tell, 2 overly large wolves somewhere deep in the woods that are definitely stalking you. They're not coming close though.
Okay.
And if you kind of shift towards the woods, what little bit of them that you could see or sense disappears even deeper.
Got it.
So as of right now, they don't seem interested in like attacking.
I'm going to since I know Freya doesn't rest either or meditates, I'm going to relay the information of there are 2 large wolves stalking us to her.
Freya, okay. In some lores, vampires and werewolves are, mortal enemies.
Yeah. Which lore are we a part of?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the fact that there are multiple different kinds of lichen creatures. It would be weird if you were just beefing with one, like just werewolves.
I could be beefing with all of them.
You could be. No, in this world, you beef with werewolves as much as you beef with any other, in particular you, Freya, as much as you beef with any other supernatural being.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ignoring the fact that you're a witcher. Normally, when people pass by people on the road, they're cautious because you never know, right? But usually people just kind of go on past each other.
Mm-hmm.
Being a deadly creature of the night, you tend to have a very healthy respect for other deadly creatures of the night. And you tend to... It's not animosity. It's just a very heightened... Until you're aware of this person and, like... Until you're aware of them as like a person, not just as that's a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Them and you are probably going to pass each other as, in under normal circumstances, would be, oh, you're here. Yep, I'm here too.
Mm-hmm.
We could kill each other and everyone in this room if we really wanted to. It's just a heightened awareness of how dangerous you all are.
Right.
And how much damage one could do to the other. Because a vampire could very easily kill a werewolf if it's not eaten by the werewolf first.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So no like natural animosity. It's just that sort of another very dangerous creature such as myself.
Okay.
Whether you know they're actively working for Strahd here, if that's what you were looking for, you do know he employs wolves. That doesn't necessarily branch out to werewolves.
Right.
You've not really asked around much. And everyone you have spoken to, like when you went hunting with the two hunters in Vallaki, everyone kind of assumes all of the evil creatures in this place work for Strahd. Even the creatures that you're like, but I doubt it works for him. Like the evil shark, the dire shark. What did I call it?
Sharktopus. Yeah.
Dire sharktopus. And they're like, oh yeah, that definitely works for Strahd, and you're like, pretty sure that's just a predator. So you have to take everything like that with a bit of grain of salt.
Gotcha. Well, Freya does like the like I'm watching you motion into the woods. It's like, all right, well, I think that'll show him. And she goes to sit down, probably having done absolutely nothing. But she's keeping an ear out.
Okay. The next, you all set out again. Who's gonna roll for making it to the tower?
Who's done it so far?
I'll roll.
What are you rolling?
Intimidation. If Freya told us that there were werewolves wandering around in the woods.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna ride at the front and look scary.
Go for it.
15.
Okay. You guys do. It starts to get towards evening. You do make it molested. Till you arrive at the tower.
All right. Freya turns to everybody and is like, Van Richten said there were traps in here. He wrote down a list. She's gonna hand that list to Karth.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, you spoiled it for him.
All right, give it back.
So, as we go through here, you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grassy causeway that stretches about 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower. The tower is old and decrepit. You do see that some of the scaffolding is getting ready to collapse. To one side, there's also large gashes, like the bottom of it is all sorts of torn up with gashes and burn marks and other things. There are what may have been griffin statues perched atop the different sort of supporting walls, but they have been worn by time down to being fairly smooth, and they're also sort of covered with moss. There is also a barrel-topped wagon parked here in front.
Did he say that we should expect there to be other people?
No, it didn't sound like it.
He didn't give. Well, he didn't mention it when he gave us the key. Check if they broke in.
Did they break in?
Did who break in?
Does it look like someone broke in?
Are there other people here?
Nah, bruv, this is just a double booked Airbnb. We're good.
Yeah.
I've had one of these before. It's shit. You've got to like go through the whole process and try and reclaim your fucking money back. It's a whole thing.
Did you see that movie? Shit, what was that movie called?
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Yeah.
We're gonna get barbarianed. There's gonna be a long woman in the basement.
Woman. What a way to put it.
That's how a bunch of those movies ended. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, like 3 different horror movies all came out in the same year, and it was just
And then there was a
long
long
woman
woman.
movie.
All long woman in a cave.
Yeah. Anyway,
What the fuck are you all talking about?
it's
The
okay.
fuck are
Don't worry
you
about
all
it.
talking about?
Are we going in?
Are we going in? I mean,
fucking
I'm
hope so.
Hang on.
I'm going in.
It's your friend's
gonna-
house.
I was going to motion to Jason to come with him and just take point.
We got a map. Oh,
It's your guy's house. I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right.
you are aware. You don't have the map, but you would have had the description of.
should have asked if he double booked his Airbnb.
Would he have told you the truth?
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
What landlord tells you when they double what landlord tells you when they double book a place?
We're friends. That's different.
You could never be friends with a landlord.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, you're a landlord.
Incorrect. I do not have tenants.
I don't think he has tenants either. It looks like he's just.
Well, it depends. Is a cockroach a tenant?
Only if it talks.
I think it's only if they pay rent. Otherwise, they're squatters.
That too.
Well,
Freya takes out the key, goes to the door, checks her list.
Man, you gave him a list of traps and you have the key? Grog puts a solemn hand on Karth's shoulder and just like, listen, bud, if you want me to put you down now, just say the word.
If you want me to put... I'm not gonna fucking kill myself over this. Thank you, Grog.
You're welcome.
So as you pass by the wagon, you do see that it is bright purple. Its wheels have a fancy gold trim. There's brass lanterns that hang from each corner, as well as red drapes that cover look to be a sort of tombstone-shaped windows on either side. There's a steel paddock that secures the back door, and there is a sort of a wooden sign that is cheaply written on it, "Keep out."
I have concerns. That is a lot of fancy to be throwing at.
It is also, I will, it is also absolutely covered in mud and muck. And in one or two places does seem to have a bit of damage. Like there's a little burnt scorch mark here, a claw mark there. Not as bad as it's still fairly nice, but it does look like it's had some wear and tear. It doesn't look brand new. Yeah.
I want to snoop at it.
How are you snooping?
22.
How are you snooping?
With my eyeball, occasionally like prodding finger.
That's a cart, man.
I can't see in any of these windows.
No, the windows are from the inside. You would have to lean through or move the curtains.
Fuck it. Yeah, okay. I will move the curtain.
Okay, hold on.
Let me
No,
just
you're
get on the other
stick
side.
your whole head in there.
So as you lean in,
No. I'm long hand, long finger, twitch curtain. I want to be as creepy, let's be clear. If there's someone hiding inside, this should be like a nightmare experience for them. Just like
Ions,
long
reach your
finger
hand into the
hands.
strange place. Go for it.
No. Round the edge of the look at me. Look at me. Like the fingers coming round the edge of the curtain like that, and then just slowly pulling it to the side.
You pull it to the side.
And see.
I don't know. It looks like the interior of a wagon. You have to stick your head in. It's dark inside the wagon. It's fully covered. If you are just I'm gonna tell you right now, right? If all of the windows of a car were covered and you simply uncovered one and did not move any closer or do anything like that, then you would just see the other side of the car. Like you see the other curtain on the other side. To see what is in the you have to look in.
I'm gonna cast light.
On.
The curtain.
Okay. You're still going to have to stick your head in to see what's actually in. Like I said, if you're looking in a van,
I stick my fucking head.
I know, but like I don't
know what you want, man.
I see you're trying very hard to be very, very cautious. But you're active like I'm just
So you're
telling
telling me the inside is dark. I have just made the inside not dark.
right. But you're still looking at a small window, like standing back from it, looking through a window. You get a very small view of what is the other side of the cart.
I'll stick my head in the window.
You're gonna have to look in. I'm
stick my
sorry.
head I stick my entire fucking torso in the couch. I don't know.
Okay.
Little leggies just sticking out the back as I fully explode.
Okay, roll a perception check then.
14.
Okay. On the inside of the wagon, there is a wooden trunk that seems to be covered in claw marks. You see what looks to be sort of a standing upright narrow wardrobe. There's an assorted group of things sort of lying everywhere, bits and pieces of different kit. You do see a lyre with golden strings. Um, there is a wooden cage that does seem to have a live chicken within it. And you also see with a 14, you just barely, well, you put the light in there. So you see very clearly the door handle is booby trapped.
Walker's gonna pull her head back out, jerk her, like, turn to
And I
cast,
will
jerk her.
let me explain to you what you're looking at.
Okay.
That there is that when the door opens, there's a flask on the end that would fall and break. And you realize looking at that there are about 100 of those flasks hung and lining the walls of this. And you see that to be alchemist fire. And after that first flask goes, it's going to set all of them off. Essentially, you would be setting off like a car bomb.
I turn around and I pick up Karth by the scruff of his neck, and I hold him very carefully to the window and go, "Looky, it's a firebomb."
Okay, two things. One, I'm not a kid. You don't need to hype me up. And two, if you want to keep our relationship professional until this is over, you gotta stop manhandling me. You do not understand the cultural connotations of all this fucking scruff grabbing you keep doing.
Oh, are you like birds?
I'm a fucking tiny dragon, my dude.
Do birds do that?
It's like preening and shit.
Yeah, they can get horny for it.
You gotta stop.
Okay.
Mostly, I would really rather you didn't climb up this car and sugar any of the literal. Can we talk about the fire trap here?
I mean, do you need to get in the cart?
There's a bunch of fucking treasure in there. Also, a chest that has been badly clawed from the outside and is whatever that shit is made out of. The claws appear to have stayed on the outside.
Slay.
Well, I
He's
will.
going to put Karth down and walk 20 feet away from this fucking powder keg.
Yeah, everybody, you might want to step back in case I fuck this up somehow.
That's
Okay.
probably for the best, yes.
I will also point out there are no horses attached to this carriage, or this. It is just sitting here outside of Van Richten's tower.
All right. Nobody, please don't kill me. Please don't.
Wait, hold on. Freya holds a hand up.
Yeah.
She goes to her list and checks if this trap is included on it.
It doesn't list anything about sort of any sort of carriage or wagon or cart. But then again, it all talks about the house itself.
I think maybe we don't fuck with this one. I'm just saying.
Not gonna lie, I trust the lady with the list of, things that'll kill us.
If we're gonna blow ourselves up, we might as well do it in the house.
But treasure.
This is not a treasure expedition. This is a friend of ours gave us a place to stay for the night. She holds up the key.
Let's get acclimated for now, and then if the treasure's still there in the morning, then
It's gonna be here in the morning.
This is not a treasure.
There's no horses attached to this carriage. It's gonna be here in the morning.
Well,
Unless
right,
it's
then
fairy
we can leave it
gold.
until the morning.
Oh, unless it's fairy gold.
This is what, sorry?
Fairy gold. That shit fucking vanishes.
Fine. We will leave it for in the morning.
No, what is wrong with you?
To be fair, this one's barely his fault. Other people keep telling him that there's gonna be treasure to steal.
And we keep telling you that there's gonna be something to hit, and there never is, so...
That's why I didn't trust anyone and decided this mission was probably gonna be really boring. So far, so good.
Freya opens the door.
Okay, you approach the door. There are no visible handles or hinges. There is a place for you to unlock it. There is a symbol embossed on the door, a sort of connected series of lines and figures carved into above the lines and figures is one word, Kazan.
What is it?
Kazan. Khazan.
That was a music downloading thing from the 90s.
No, I think if you say it aloud, you get hit by lightning and get buff.
Oh. I think it's a genie?
Yeah, basically.
Does that mean anything in any language that I speak?
No. But looking down at the notes, you do see, um, a note on there that talks about the door being trapped. Some of the notes. So it goes. The handwritten notes goes. Ah yes, Kazan. What a bastard. I guess he owned this tower before. Some kind of wizard. Long, long dead. Uh, only touch the door without the key in your hand and turn it twice to the right, once to the left. If you want to have a little fun, touch the door on its own and get some exercise.
Personally, I really like the fact that he wrote yes, the
Yeah.
door
Yeah.
in his notes like he was
Yes,
he
no,
was
he
talking.
100%.
Yeah.
All of them have been written that way.
Uh-huh.
Gives you an idea of how his book is going to go.
Yeah.
It's a dedication to showmanship, I guess.
He's definitely got a authorial voice. Um. Okay, so it was touch it with the key.
No, without the key in your hand.
No. Hold on.
It's you touch the door with your hand while you're holding the key. You can turn the key twice to the right, once to the left. Otherwise, you could touch the door and it says, as he says, get some exercise if you so choose.
Does anyone want to get some exercise?
No, that's like 100% a curse.
Oh yeah, obviously. All right. Is it put the key in the door and then turn it that way and that way and?
Yes.
Okay.
But you also realize it's probably not a curse. It is probably something that will immediately happen.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like he's done it before.
Right.
Sounds like a shotgun door.
Tyr,
Yeah.
touch the door.
Okay. I touched the door.
What happens to Tyr?
Without it, he touched it without it. You hear a rumbling. And you hear a voice speaking. Who shall disturb my tower shall die.
Ew.
Oh, you did that on fucking purpose, didn't you?
And suddenly beside you, poof, a blue dragon materializes into existence.
Okay. Fred turns to this and is like, "That's not real."
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Fred turns to Tyr and is like, "God damn it, Tyr!
You told me to do it.
You."
Walker is literally.
Actually, no, we're gonna.
Walker's literally 20 feet back. She's got a journal open and she's just written. Subject continues to show literally no survival instinct whatsoever. She just closes it up again.
Actually, what we are gonna do is because Al, when do you have to be up in the morning? Because you work now.
I can go for another hour, but literally only another hour.
We should not take that long, depending on you guys. But okay. Let me get the initiative tracker up. Hold on, that's my bad.
I would also say that Walker's note is unfair. Tyr hasn't shown literally no self-preservation instinct. Tyr has just demonstrated that any capacity for self-preservation instinct can be completely removed from him by going, okay, but I double dog dare you.
I didn't even dare
Especially
him
if it's my
that
sister
time.
saying something, because if my sister says you
Does
won't,
everyone else have a black screen, just out of interest?
Scroll
It's
down.
only on the
just scroll down.
Thank you.
I love that the dragon appeared over there, so like if anyone tries the door, the dragon just like pops up on the right, just like, hey, over here, fuck you.
Let's see here.
Is it an adult dragon size or
Yeah, how big a dragon is this?
you talking like a wyvern or?
Let's see here. This
Well,
would appear to
wyverns
be.
aren't dragons, so go ahead and write that down.
Looks at Walker.
This is for a very specific kind of recording. I'm not interested in dragons right now.
Is that everybody?
Also, that is a young dragon based on its size.
Hey, Harold, have Egg ask him to not kill us. Dragon to dragon.
Yeah, hold on. I also speak Draconic. Hold on.
Okay, wyverns are dragons in that only they have 2 legs instead of 4. Like they are very much of the dragon family.
Not according to Dungeons and Dragons, they're not.
Well, fuck Dungeons and Dragons, man.
I hate to tell you about the game we're playing, Chief.
All right, I think it's everybody. And the dragon goes first. Hang on, Tyr, you're at the door.
Oh shit, hold on, that's not everybody.
Who are we missing?
Car.
I rolled a 2?
Damn.
No, hold on. That didn't add my initiative. That should be a 7.
No, that's a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Your sheet broken.
I have edited it. Could be 7. That's okay, cause it is going to. Oh, 13?
Attack
Okay,
roll.
that's fine.
No, hold on. No, that's. Make it a 7. I'm just fiddling with my sheet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So it is going to. Where's my measuring stick? Why?
That gives Harold an attack of opportunity.
Hold on a second. Which means Harold would not, because it's never come out of range. However, Freya would get an attack of opportunity.
Yay. $21.
21 does hit.
Reroll ones and twos, so that's gonna be another. Wait. That's a d4. 19 damage.
Okay.
That was a good fucking roll.
All right. And after it takes that attack of opportunity, it is now going to.
Uh-oh.
Now that it has multiples of you, goes out to 60 feet. In a 60-foot line, need everybody in that line to make dexterity saving throws.
How about that?
I'm not good at that. Uh-oh. When I hit it, did it seem like it was a solid, like, it was an actual dragon?
I mean, it took damage.
Numerically, how wounded would you say it is?
I'll give you the 4th edition. It is not bloodied.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It has more than 40 hit points.
So you
is
all
the
have
line
failed.
5 feet
Fuck.
wide or 10?
It is only 5. It is not 10 feet wide. That would be insane.
Yay.
No, that would be insane. Oh, Jesus. Alright. How many hit points do y'all have?
64.
87.
38.
Jesus.
Yeah. Let's just
Uh,
assume.
yeah, 61.
That is 56 points
Oh!
of lightning
Ooh,
damage.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ!
fuck. All right.
It's a
Yep.
dragon, man. That's 10d10 lightning damage. That's
And again, this is a baby.
yeah.
How much was it?
56
Okay.
of
What,
lightning
each?
damage.
Not
Each.
looking great
Yeah.
for your heroes. Not looking.
Oh shit!
And that will be. It's gonna settle in right there. It likes that spot. Actually, it will move again.
Cheating. TO.
It looks like it's trying to get to the door, but cannot currently.
It's trying to.
So next, it's trying to block the doorway. Next up is Tyr.
All right. I'm gonna
Dead yet?
get in here and I'm gonna drink my full moon potion.
Mm.
So that give me a whole bunch of other hit points. One moment. So I'm up to 114 hit points.
What the fuck?
Harold, you're on
Why?
deck.
Because it's 7 times 15. It's level times your
HP.
Yeah.
Mm.
and then I'm gonna fucking hit it.
I'm glad we finally figured out how that fucking potion works. I'm glad.
I mean, whether or not that's actually how it works.
I'm glad we
That's
found a
what we-
way
that's
to
what we
make
decided
that
on.
potion
Yeah, no,
work.
there's no. It doesn't actually tell. I mean, the ability doesn't actually tell you how it works. So,
Oh,
21 hits.
Hell yeah.
actually, I don't know if it took the plus versus monsters when I hit it. I don't think a dragon
Oh, it's
is
definitely
a
a
monster.
monster.
Is
What's
it?
your monster?
Well, it did. Because it says 1 versus monster.
Yeah, but I don't know if this counts as a monster.
Oh, no, it is.
I
Yeah.
think dragon is a dragon.
Actually, no, I don't think dragon would be monster.
Yeah.
Actually, I can settle this pretty definitively. In the Witcher games, when you fight dragons and dragon-like creatures, Geralt does use his silver sword.
Yeah. So it does count as a monster.
Yeah, sure, we'll count it. Cool.
Okay.
So that's an extra damage on
I'm going to attack it again, too.
it. Go for it.
Oh yeah, what was this planet's data worth?
That hits.
Take 20. What is that? 21 points of damage? 21.
21.
Alrighty then. Harold, you're up. Frey, you're on deck.
Yep.
Let's see. So the dragon is next to Harold. Harold is
Yes.
also massively wounded.
I will also point out, Harold, you are currently in flanking, which gives you advantage on all of your attacks.
Ooh.
Okay.
Technically, Rob, go ahead and roll twice for me.
Roll what, boys?
Just
Attack.
roll an attack twice for me. I'm not going to make it so
See if you get a crit.
persnickety that it has to be directly across from you. You have an ally on one side of it. You're on the other. That's going to count. No crit.
Yeah, no.
You're fine.
Okay.
technically you would need someone like in that slot if you were playing by the rules as written, but that's dumb.
I just wasted 2 good rolls. Let's go.
No, they were rolls that you were going to roll anyway for the advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Harold, you're up.
All right. The first thing Harold's gonna do is yell to Egg, tell it to stop.
Okay.
And barring any further reaction, he is going to he's going to use Hunter's Mark for his bonus action to do an extra d6 damage, and then use his actual action to fucking swing away. Not even attempting to use the shield at this point, because what's the point? Gonna double hand the sword.
Alrighty.
I had advantage as well.
Yep, with advantage.
All right. Boop. Okay.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
All right. Okay, just make sure. Baba doop. Wow, amazing. The best roll I could possibly have gotten.
What is that roll doing? What's there's a +0 in there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what is that roll doing? 4
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
don't know why it's done that.
4 plus 1d0 CS 1 CF 0.
There's something weird with your team. I would just roll that.
It also says 1d10 plus 3.
Which is what it would be.
But it's 1d10 plus 3 equals 1 plus 3 equals 4 plus 0, but it's 4 plus 1d10.
Oh no.
So,
I see what it's saying. So it's saying so it's giving you the result anyway. It's just doing it in a weird way. So the 4 plus the whatever is 0 because it's 1d10. I don't know what this is.
No, yeah,
the last ones make sense. It's 1d10 plus 3. So 1 plus 3, which is the same, equals 4 plus 0. I'm not sure what the 0 is.
Also, it's 4 plus blah. So where'd the first 4 go?
Hang on a second.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be 4 plus anything. Let me see. Where's your character sheet?
I have no idea. It's well, yeah. It's on in D&D Beyond. It's saying D10 plus 3, and the result was 4.
Okay, so
it's just some weirdness coming off D&D Beyond. It's the integration between.
It's just a translation error.
My math for the Hellfire Maul does not look that fucking weird.
Yeah, hold on. When I roll damage from D&D Beyond, it comes out all normal like.
Yeah.
All right. So
as long as
you might need
to
update the app for the sharing across the Beyond app or something on Chrome or whatever you use. But if it's giving us the correct result, we're not going to worry about it right now.
All right.
So long as it's giving us the same result on both, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll also get my extra 1d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
Yes, you do.
Again, as almost as shit as it could have been. So yeah, a grand total of 6 points from that swing.
You have a second.
To be fair, he is kind of dying.
True.
Yeah, I also get to set a second attack. I didn't hear no bell. All right.
Does a 20?
Dirty 20.
That hitting.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. Another double-handed swing.
Never know. It's a fucking dragon.
Oh, that makes up for it. Okay, that's better, kind of. No,
That one looks
I
normal.
forget Hunter's Mark. Is that an ongoing thing?
Yes.
Yeah, until the spell ends. Yeah, so I get another D6.
Yes, you do.
Amazing. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 17 points of damage in a turn. It's not good for you, but it's decent.
It's respectable, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I believe, pretty much everything Harold can do, unless I suppose I could have put a smite on that.
Do
You
you
can
have
put
a
a smite
bonus
on the
healing
last one if you
action?
so choose.
I'll
Yeah,
put, yeah, I'll put a smite on the last one.
go for it.
Burn a spell slot, why not? Alright, so an extra 7 of radiant damage. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So what was that, like 24
Yeah.
total? Right, just make sure and tick off that spell slot. There we go. Alright, I think, yeah, outside of collapsing in a heap, that's all Harold can really do right now. He's just hoping the egg's gonna, like, be able to intervene somehow.
Okay. Freya, you're up.
Okay. What initiative does Egg go on?
We'll do egg on initiative 10.
Okay.
So, after you.
All right. Freya's going to go for a glaive attack. Probably gonna make this a goading attack, but I decide that when I hit the creature with a weapon attack.
You have advantage.
I do?
Harold is
Oh,
across from
right.
it.
Okay, I'll roll again. Okay, so the 20.
The 20.
Yep.
So that's 19 points of damage.
Yep. Make that a goading attack. So that's going to... I'll just hit the button. So 4 extra damage, and it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see, are they any good? They're not really that terribly good at that. That's I just roll really well. That's a 20.
Yeah, you're gonna pass that. Then I guess I'll hit it again.
Go for it.
Oh, with advantage, so
Yep.
the 19.
19. But we'll take the first damage roll.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
Can I do a attempt at a goading attack twice?
There's a 1 in that damage roll.
Is there?
Yeah, in the 10, it's 4 plus 5 plus 1.
Fuck, I
Oh
just
no,
remembered
sorry, the
something
one
very
is the
important.
No, that's
sorry,
a
the
plus
one
1 weapon.
is the mod. Yeah.
I just remembered something extremely important.
Yes.
What is that?
Harold has the aura of protection,
Oh,
which gives a +3 bonus to all saving throws.
that is very important.
So I don't know if
That would have been
that
incredibly
affects.
important.
Would that have got us into not taking full damage range? With a
What
It would have put me at
17.
18. I don't know what else.
It would have put me at 17.
It would have saved everybody within that range.
God
Motherfucker.
damn it!
So
Whoopsies.
remember that next time.
Oopsies
But
daisies.
it's automatic, so
So
well.
we should
it
always
is
get it.
automatic.
It is not my
We did-
responsibility to
God
remember all of
damn
your
it.
automatic abilities.
The
We did
Herald
I am
that.
wasn't
not-
feeling very protective.
I am not Larian Studios.
Also, we got the warning when we passed level 5 that we were on our fucking own now.
Yeah.
You did. It's true.
I'm very sorry.
It's
Put-
okay.
Put like a bubble around your token so it's always like
Yeah, if we get a
visible.
token of like bubble wrap next to Harold.
Yeah.
Dope.
Give yourself a marker or something.
Freya, yeah, you could do that. I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't
no
say
more.
it's like a bonus action or anything.
No, I
So,
don't. Battlemaster can do it twice, so I don't see
Yeah.
why you couldn't do it.
Alright, another 6. Bringing that to 19 damage, and then the saving throw.
That's 10.
Okay, that is almost certainly under my save. What is my save for this?
It's I don't fucking know.
I should
I was
have
about to be
I
so
should have
fucking
this
impressed.
hold on, there's a button for this. It is versus my let me get open
It's
the
eight
Witcher
with
thing. What?
wisdom.
Is it
While
wisdom?
you're
My
figuring that out,
wisdom?
there's no way it doesn't. There's no way it doesn't.
Yeah, there's no way it doesn't
Yeah,
fail.
so just figure out what it is. Is that all you're gonna do on your turn?
Let's see. Do I have any bonus actions?
You could drink a potion.
Drink a potion.
Do we have any potion? I do have a potion. I have a
I
potion of
have one that
healing.
I use literally all the time.
I'll fucking drink a potion of healing, I guess.
Okay, I'll let you deal with the rolling of things and healing yourself.
What's
As
the
you do that,
what's the potion of healing feeling?
normal potion of healing.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
That one's kind of ass.
9.
Walker, you're up. Grog, you're on
Eggs.
deck.
Eggs first.
Egg.
Oh, Ed goes from a distance as Juicin is actively trying to keep him out of the combat. Da egg, egg, egg. Just shouting.
Well, charisma with advantage.
Natural 20. Walker, you're up. It was a natural 20. The egg has charmed everyone around it except for this dragon, apparently.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be a bad person.
It is wisdom.
I'm assuming it's stood on the ground with all 4 feet.
Yeah, right now it is.
Sexy. So I'm going to encase its 2 front legs and ideally its head in
Okay.
stone.
This is a. You have to touch it, so you have to be within melee range. Range touch. Okay. Just making you aware.
Hold. This is a large creature.
I'm not covering the whole creature.
A smaller or a section
Or a
of
section
stone.
no more than 5 feet into. So you wouldn't be able to get his whole front legs.
In which case, I'll just take his head.
Wait, is this dragon made of stone?
No, but we're stood on the ground.
No, baby, you touch a stone object of medium or like you are.
Right, so I can earthbend this motherfucker.
No. This thing is, as far as you can tell, flesh and blood.
Yes.
This. Okay, hold on. Let me read the spell because I don't. This does not turn things to stone.
It doesn't need to. I'm going to earthbend the.
Oh, you're not going to be able to. That's way more powerful than this spell is intended to do.
There's
to be able to just lift the
higher
stone
level
up and
spell.
out. Yeah, but that's. You can't just touch the ground, like the dirt, and then earthbend like a cage for its head.
That'd be fucking big. That'd be sick as hell.
You could do it for like one of its legs.
Nah, fuck it. In which case, I'm going to banish it.
You already know that doesn't work here. I'm not going to let you waste that spell.
Oh, I don't even know why I still fucking have it on my sheet. Sorry. I should have taken it off. Okay, that's. I guess we'll blind it. Fuck it. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
If there was something stone here that you could, like, if it was on a stone platform, I might let you do what you were trying to do. The dirt does not count as stone. It's very
Is the
specific.
tower stone?
That is not anywhere near
It's too
close
far.
to
It's too
the.
far
Yeah,
away,
Fair
unfortunately.
enough.
But I appreciate you.
Well, I was thinking to move the dragon towards the stone and do it on another turn, maybe.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 14.
That's a fail.
Okay.
The target is blinded, and she can make a another roll at the end of her turn.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Do I have a bonus healing action? Good question.
Do you have healing word? Oh, that would be 2 spells. You would need to.
I'll be 2 spells, and we're not playing Map Mercy. So no, I'm done so. Because I cannot step back from her, even though she's blinded. Correct.
She would have disadvantage on an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that. I'm just gonna stay here. Fuck it.
She already has disadvantage on attacking anyone besides me
That's
because
double
I,
disadvantage.
because I goaded.
But now she has disadvantage on attacking even you.
True.
Okay. Grog, you're up.
Swag. Grog is now intrigued by the fact that this appears to just be a real tangible dragon. And is gonna rage. And then I'm gonna try and hit it.
Alright, gotta move up to it.
Word.
25 definitely hits. You are here. I'll say. Okay, you gonna go there? Okay, cool.
That's 25 feet. I can do that.
Okay.
17 hits.
So it'll be a 17, yeah, because you're not directly across from anybody. But
you
17.
just
Actually,
said we didn't
yeah,
have to be
Grog, I'm
directly
gonna
across.
let you when you directly, but still there needs to be somebody on this side of it, right? Like this isn't. You would not count this as a cross. You can be
Just,
in any of the adjacent other sides.
Grog, just take one step over.
Grog, if you really want to, you could come here, and then the herald would count there, just to be directly across, or at least fairly directly across from someone. You can't have a line of sight of people.
So here?
That would work.
Cool. 25,
25
to hit, I guess?
definitely hits. Yes.
Cool. So that's...
I'm not going to remind anyone again. That's the last one you get.
that plus that.
Damn.
Hell yeah, Grog.
And that's my turn, because I used my bonus action to rage, so I don't get to do a second attack.
No, you get 2 attacks.
Your attacks are just an attack. They're just part of your attacks.
Yeah, when you make an
Really?
attack action, you get an extra attack.
Yeah, when you make your attack action, you do all of the number of attacks your class can do. So if you can do 2 attacks, it's
I
every
always
attack
thought
action.
extra attack was a bonus action.
No, so there are some classes that can do yet another attack, like Monk can do Flurry of Blows.
Or specifically Berserker Barbarian.
Berserker Barbarians can also do an extra attack on their bonus action. A 21 definitely hits. It's 15 to 17, okay. It is now most definitely bloodied.
Yay, maybe we'll live.
I think we'll be okay.
It was bloodied on the first Grog strike.
Damn.
Who's it currently facing?
It's currently facing the one who touched the door, Tyr.
Okay, yeah. Grog fucking got it in like the back knee. It was nasty.
Karth?
Hobbled him.
amid that wet popping sound.
Mm-hmm.
Karth is longingly looking at this elaborate firebomb trap inside this cart, and then looks over and sees that there is in fact a dragon, and is like, "Oh, that's a real dragon? Oh, okay, sure." Uh, Bonus action, just for the rest of the party, for the two people who don't have uh, uh, for the two people who don't have advantage, Draconic Cry.
Doesn't that
So I
also
guess
affect us?
yes.
As a
That's
bonus
why.
action, you let out a cry at your enemies within 10 feet of you until the start of your next turn.
Oh,
You and
I
your
see.
allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who could hear you.
Oh, sorry. I guess I step here, and then I do it. And then Karth just fucking throwing knife. Does a 28 hit?
Damn.
28, 100% hits.
So that's 19 points of piercing damage, and this is a magical weapon.
Karth,
Yeah.
describe to me his untimely demise.
I think literally like Karth steps over, lets loose a deafening fucking high pitched draconic squeal, and then just barely even looks over his shoulder, just throws the knife, and then goes back to staring longingly at the fucking trap.
So you catch it
Do you
dead in its eye.
slit its fucking throat?
I don't know how. I
Yeah,
don't know where the knife hits. I don't know.
He just threw the dagger. Dagger sticks and sinks all the way to the hilt into its eye.
Oh.
And then teleports back to my belt.
Yeah, teleports back out, meaning it's just to ooze out. Young dragons do not do well against a crowd, to be fair. And as it sort of slumps over, it vanishes into blue sparkles. And then you hear a voice sort of boom out from the door again. Be that a lesson to you. Touch my door again and suffer my wrath.
Harold just holds up a finger and says, "Suffer this."
Tyr, touch the door again.
Tyr starts to
No!
I will not revive you.
So is that it?
Speaking of revival,
That wasn't that bad.
Fucking
That
hell.
could have been worse. Freya's gonna go up to the door and do the key trick.
Yeah, and the door opens immediately, but as you open the door, a young woman rides up to across the causeway up to you all, with weapons drawn, and she sort of stops short there, and goes, "Who the fuck are all of you?" And we will end it there for the night.
That's fun.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I asked
All
you
ye
first.
injured
I asked you
party,
second.
take 8 hit points back.
Thank you.
8. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that could have been really bad because I think, how many hit points do the Herald do you have?
I have 67.
Oh.
So you would have lived if I'd rolled max damage. You would have been fine.
Just
Here.
yeah, just.
How much health do you have normally?
64.
Yeah. So you all were fine. So long as, let's see, for funsies.
For one turn.
He did not get his breath weapon back.
Yay.
However, his bite deals 2d10 +5 piercing damage and 1d10 lightning damage.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that I'm
And his
resistant
claw
to
does
piercing
2d6 +5 slashing damage, and he gets to do 1 bite and 2 claw attacks.
You would have had disadvantage.
Gee.
You would have had disadvantage though.
Oh yeah, but he has the multi-attack, so he would have done the 3 attacks, which could have potentially taken the 3 of you out. At the very least, the 2 of you. Just fully taken you out.
Thanks.
I would have lived. If he didn't hit me with all of it, I would have lived.
Harold, you're a weird case, though.
I would have been fine. Built different.
Does anybody have under 60 HP?
Hi.
Karth
I have
does.
Oh yeah, no,
66.
nowhere even close.
You know, just be glad it didn't breathe lightning at you all, and it was very interesting.
Yeah, no, I
It
would
was
have
at
been
the
dead. I
door.
have 44 hit points.
Oh no, that would have killed you outright because that was over
Mhm.
50. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you would go to death saving throws, right?
Yeah, no, actually, that would have been death saving because it has to be
It's
What?
double your hit points.
double your
Double your
hit
hit
points for just insta death. Yeah.
All right. Well, everything worked out, and we're fine.
And we can call it ourselves Dragon Slayers now. So
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know about that.
add that to your title card.
Like,
Karth
was
is
it
the
a
dragon
real
slayer.
dragon? Seemingly, it wasn't literally an illusory dragon, but also it did immediately disapparate into a puff of smoke, and then the voice went, "And if you try that shit again, I will resummon it."
But also, talked like a dragon, walked like a dragon, breathed lightning like a dragon, is a dragon.
Hey, Freya, what's
Huh.
the going rate for a dragon?
I mean, it disappeared, so it's not like.
Yeah, we literally don't have anything to bring back.
Nah,
Just,
I'm just curious.
Just to let you know who rolled up on you. I'll give you an image.
Oh,
Wait, we're not gonna what?
who rolled up on us?
That's what she looks like.
Kitty Pryde?
Hello, ma'am.
Hmm.
Does look like Kitty.
Those spiky boots are a statement.
I like that axe.
That's a prosthetic leg. It looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure one of those is just her leg.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's the stone spell you think comes later?
Isn't that like?
The only one later on I'm seeing is Earthquake, which is completely different.
Let me take a look here.
Oh yeah, no, she is.
Hold on.
Katie Pride as hell. That's funny.
If you are looking,
Right.
it is not a spell that I think clerics get. It is only a warlock wizard spell called Flesh to Stone. Is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that was probably it.
Oh man, that Kitty Pryde really did just rip this bitch off, didn't she? It's been around since like the 80s. That Kitty Pryde is not.
It's fine. She didn't last long. Everyone got murdered, and she's a fucking ninja.
Fucking what else is new? It also might be
no
move
wonder,
Earth.
no wonder it's 6th level. This spell is fucking petrified.
Yeah, Flesh to Stone.
Oh yeah.
At least it's not. So it's not. They did remove Flesh to Salt,
which just turns you into salt.
It does, and you want to know why they removed it?
Because then you can dissolve a person.
No, because it broke the in-game economy.
Oh, because you could sell the
salt.
Salt's really expensive.
So what people would do is they would in-game buy a ton of pigs.
Turn them
to salt. Profit.
That's
it's just like how technically, so it used to be like, say a ladder was 10 gold pieces. Like a 10-foot ladder was 10 gold pieces. The 10-foot poles were worth 6. So if you bought a ladder and removed the bars in the middle, you could then sell them for 12.
Life hacks.
Yeah,
That's
these are just there was
so
some
fucking
hacky ways
stupid.
of making money in the game.
Problem
I don't know
economists.
if that's how yeah.
Yeah, that's not how money works, but I don't know. They didn't make this with economists.
No, but it was very fun. Like the pig one just seemed clever. Like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, wait a minute, we can purchase something for cheap and then sell it for a lot more if we turned it into salt. The latter one they should have seen coming. That
On the one hand, yeah, you're like, okay, well, this is gonna, like, narratively speaking, in terms of you might need X amount of money for this, or it's gonna utterly break the campaign you've probably spent a long time working on.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it is still technically within the rules.
Yes. At
Like,
least it's not
it's not as if.
what was it? A hole that turns gold into platinum.
Oh no. So for my Wednesday group, in one of the dungeons, I put down a fun little portal that if you put something mundane into it, it gives you something magical back. And I assumed that my players would use it to turn their mundane weaponry and armor into magical weaponry and armor. And instead, they just put all their money in it.
Should have seen that one coming.
Oh my god.
So all my
Amazing.
fucking players, my players spent like fucking 30 in-game minutes just one by one feeding copper coins in to turn them into silver coins, and then silver into gold, and then gold into platinum, and then platinum into gems. Except for the last dude who didn't want to wait that long, so he just put all his money in at once.
Hmm.
And died
He
because
died.
10,000 gold pieces, or sorry, no, 10,000 platinum pieces turned into 10,000 individual rubies that were much larger than the platinum.
Mhm.
no, that's like a. Also, no, she is not quite like Kitty Pryde because Kitty Pryde can phase.
Okay, yeah, not without the.
This bitch cannot, in fact, be phased.
She is unfazable.
We don't know that yet. She hasn't met us.
Fair.
Yeah, every NPC that we encounter is going to be I have a sort of internal head canon that the cast, like the main central cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, are like the main, like the players of the D&D campaign that they live in, and every NPC that interacts with them kind of just has to sit there while they talk amongst themselves or whatever, and it's just completely bewildered by their every action and word. I feel like that's going to happen to this person that's come to talk to us. They're going to spend like
Yeah.
5 minutes talking to each individual person and just be like at temple rubbing stage within like a couple of minutes.
Because someone's always off on one.
Mm.
I mean, and who is the someone? Grog, usually.
I feel like everyone's had a bit of time in the spotlight.
That's true. Anyway. It's
Good night, team.
bedtime.
It is.
Oh yeah,
Good
absolutely.
job, everybody.
Night,
That
team.
went really well.
Yay!
Yeah.
True.
Good
Good
job
job.
killing a dragon.
Everything's
did do
coming up,
that.
Millhouse.
Hey.
Nothing bad
Something more
ever happens.
tangible than illusion and hopefully less sentient than a real dragon, because otherwise Someone's just taken a real dragon and is enslaving it as a fancy doorbell.
It's their attack
Yeah, that's
dog.
not fun.
Anyway,
Nay,
Night,
Good
everybody.
night.
bye
Good night.
recording.
Good night, recording.
All right, recording.